What is going on, everybody, and welcome to episode 5 of this Backyard Baseball in-season series. In the last episode, we picked up our 4th win in an 8-1 win over the Bombers. We have our second game against the White Sox, who we beat 24-1 in Game 2. So, is this going to be deja vu? Looking at the standings, the Sox are at the bottom of the standings, while we're at the top. 3 games separates us. And again, looking back, we beat them 24-1 in episode 2. I am going to put the color commentary and play-by-play commentary back on after last episode. So let's jump into said episode with Sunny Day here. Again, just getting ready for Game 5 against the White Sox. We're going to be the home team today. Like I said, the away team, we beat them 24-1. Let's see what we can do as the home team. Kenny Kawaguchi on the hill. First pitch, Whitney Singh to Stephanie Morgan. And an out. So yes, we kept everything the same from last episode. As Olga Toffelson, or Olga steps up to the bat. Hits this one. Stephanie makes the play, and I want to thank the person who made the suggestion to move Stephanie to shortstop instead of first base. Again, she was great at first, don't get me wrong. But, yeah. From the windup, the pitch. As that one is strike one.
That's working for us. Left hook. I used to have quite a left hook myself. Of course, that was before the war. Vinny, what are you talking
and
about?
it's 0-1 on Gary Allen. 400 hitter.
Here's the pitch.
That one's fouled away.
And a foul ball.
And it's quickly 0-2.
Here's the windup. Here's the pitch.
The 0-2 put into play. All 3 get to Stephanie, but that one gets past her. And are we going to try to cheese the system? We're not going to have to try to cheese anything, as he runs past first and is going to be out on the pickle. That was all on them. I did no cheesing. And they go 1, 2, 3 in the inning. So, bottom of the first, Kenny's going to be the first one up to bat. 588 hitter after going 1 for 3 on the day yesterday. Or last episode. First pitch swinging. And it's weird having our pitcher being our leadoff hitter still. That ball is put into play. One hopper to the second baseman, and in time for out number 1. Last time we saw Joella Minotti, we chased her out a couple different times. Again, putting up 24 runs on the day. That Pete swings and misses for strike 1. Here is the 0-1. Put into play, and Pete is going to be safe at first. Again, I think, now thinking back at it, as long as we put that ball onto the ground, he's going to be safe. As long as we don't bunt. Because they read those bunts very well. But Stephanie Morgan up to bat. She had a rough day at the plate last episode. Swung on and missed. And everybody is shifted to that side. So, that's why I always change up where Stephanie is directional hitting. And I'm going to try to go the other way, even though they're probably just going to shift the other way now. And that is inside for ball 1. 1-1, 1 out. Pete's standing on second.
Into the motion, the 1-1 pitch.
And it's high. Now it's 2-1 on Morgan. Here's the 2-1. Swung and missed. Strike 2. Count is now at 2-2. Bottom of the first. Runner on second. 1 out. Still in the game. Early in the game. Morgan puts this ball into play. And she's going to be out. Pete is going to be safe at third. So now 2 down. And we have Mr. Pablo Sanchez. 666 hitter. He was 3 for 3 last game. First pitch looking for a strike. Pablo stands in. Puts this ball in play. High fly ball. Can of corn should be at least. And it's not. It drops. Pete scores. Pablo racing to second. And falls down. Going to head back to first safely. Just like that, it's 1-0 off of an error. And now Keisha is up. She had a rough day at the plate. 1 for 3. Oh no, she was 0 for 3. She was hitless. Now down to a 400 hitter. Pablo is going to take second easily. Center fielder mishandles it. And Pablo's going to be standing at third. So he takes 2 bases on a bad throw by the catcher. 0-1 on Keisha. 2 down. She puts a charge into this one. Gonna drop. So Keisha gets her first hit. Pablo scores 2-0. And still 2 down. Keisha is standing at second. And now she's trying for third. Thinks better of it. Gonna be safe at second still. Again, all this with 2 down. Ahmed now standing at the plate. The only other player to get multi-hits last game. Swings and misses. He's a 466 hitter on the season. Not really young anymore, but it is getting to about the midpoint of the season. This one's put into play. Past the shortstop to the warning track. Ahmed going to be going for second. Nope, back to first. Keisha scores. And now Ahmed back to second, and he is safe. Safe. 3 runs have come across with 2 outs on the top of the first. And it is showing why we are 4-0 and they are 1-3 on the year. Joella Minotti, 15 pitches in, still in the first inning. Tony DeVecchio, 285 hitter, swings and misses for strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Swung and missed by DeVecchio for strike 2. 0-2. 2 down, runner on second. DeVecchio, he puts this one into play. It's going to get down. And we're just trading places between batter and runner. As DeVecchio heading to second. He's going to get there in time. Trades places with Ahmed as he comes in to score. All with 2 outs. 4 runs for the Monsters with 2 outs in the inning. Here comes Jocinda. What can she do? Well, she puts a charge into this one. It's going to drop. Off the wall. Tony is coming to score. And Jocinda is going to stay at first. And Tony does score. 5 runs, all with 2 outs in the inning. My goodness. Here comes Amir, and they quickly get Minotti out of there. Judy Abenzuela is now the pitcher. Amir puts a charge into this one, but it's picked up by the third baseman. Overthrown. Everybody is safe. Jocinda trying to, and that's how she gets out. Okay. 5 runs off of 8 hits. The White Sox commit 3 errors. As Laura Nunez steps up, 0-90 hitter. First pitch swinging. Stephanie can't hold on to it. Keisha from center field. No. We're going to just let that be. We're not going to try to cheese the system too much. Amy Boswick. Chopper. Amir picks it up, throws it to second for 1. On to first for the twin killing. So even though it wasn't the most conventional twin killing, we do get 2 outs. Eric LeBeau now, the first baseman, puts a charge into this one. It is just going to get over the wall.
Out of the ballpark. A home
And,
run.
well, we gave up 1 run to the White Sox in Game 1. We give up a run to the White Sox here in Game 2. A little bit earlier than we did in Game 1. It is now 5-1 off of that wall-scraping home run by Eric LeBeau. Isaac Drummond now up to bat. He's a 111 hitter.
Target goes up. Pitch on the way.
First pitch is inside for a ball. 2 outs. So the White Sox doing damage with 2 outs in an inning.
Into the windup and the pitch.
1-0 is put into play. Stephanie out, Pablo in, and it's going to get by everybody to the wall. Keisha going to throw it to Stephanie, the cutoff person. She's going to throw it to Pete. Maybe cheese the system here. We will. Amir going to hit Kenny, who's going to hit Jocinda
Throws it over.
to Ahmed, and he's going to tag the runner out. So it's going to go 8 to 6 to 5 to 2 to 1 to 4 to 3
Here's the pitch.
for the scoring.
Strike one. No out.
If you're a nerd like I am with that stuff.
She kicks and the throw.
Here comes the 0-1.
Low and
Outside, and it's 1-1.
1 and 1.
Kenny 0 for 1 after the first inning.
A bounce
Grounds it
ball.
to the pitcher,
Low roller.
and he still picks it up and steps on first for the out.
Wheeler steps in.
Well, we batted around the top of the first, or bottom of the first, so bottom of the second, 1 out. Pete Wheeler up to bat now. Again, we did that all with 2 outs in the inning.
The wing
Pete swings and misses
1 out.
for strike 1. Here comes the 0-1.
Fires. The wing
Swung and missed for strike 2, and Venezuela about to get her second out on 7 pitches.
from the stretch.
Here's the 0-2.
The wing.
Pete does put a charge into it, and this is not a home run, but wall-scraping power. And Pete heading to third easily on the stand-up triple. And he's actually going to try to head home. And he's going to smartly come back to third. With a stand-up triple, Pete Wheeler now in scoring position.
So that's gonna win.
Here comes Stephanie Morgan. 0 for 1 in the first inning.
From the stretch and the pitch.
Swung and missed for strike 1.
Runner on third. 1 out.
Here comes Venezuela.
From the stretch. Throws it. A swing.
Swung and fouled off. Now it's 0-2. I'm sorry. And Stephanie Morgan swings and misses for strike 3. So here's Pablo, 687 hitter.
From the windup and the
2
pitch.
down. First pitch is in low and inside for ball 1.
She's set
The
and
0-1.
pitch. The swing.
The freeze ball gets Pablo swinging for strike 2.
Go.
Interesting. They go for the freeze ball.
Ready now.
Here's
Up
the
to plate.
1-1. And it's inside. 2-1 with 2 outs. Pete's still standing on third.
The stretch and deliver.
2-1. Now 3-1. A very Pablo Sanchez friendly count.
She's set. Fires.
The 3-1. Pablo charge into this one. Pete is scoring
Get on your
regardless. And Pablo's going to score 2. It's a home run for Pablo over the scoreboard. 7-1.
Phillips.
Monsters here in this ball game.
Stretch. Fires.
Keisha's going to swing and miss.
Not even
She is 1 for 1 after the last inning.
She's set.
Gets her batting average up to 437.
Ball. 2 out.
Inside it now, it's 1-1 with 2 outs. Again, doing damage with 2 outs.
The stretch and the offering.
That's inside, and it's 2-1.
She is ready. The 2-1 pitch.
2-1 swung and missed for strike 2. 2-2. 2 down. And Keisha strikes out swinging. We get 2 more runs across the plate with 2 outs. We have 10 hits on the day. Judy Abwanza grounds it to Pete, picks it up and throws it to Achman. It could have been Pete or Stephanie, but a nice ground out. And Joella Minotti, who started out as the pitcher, out after 2/3 of an inning, and now the catcher. 111 hitter. Here comes the 0-1. She puts a charge into this one, and Keisha can't get there. It's going to bounce off the wall. Pablo comes in from left field, going to throw it into Jocinda, and Minotti is going to come up with a base hit. Here we go. Whitney Singh fouls the first pitch off. She's a .444 hitter. The 0-1 swung on, put into play. Stephanie going to pick it up, shovel it to Jocinda to Ahmed for the twin killing. Each time a White Sox player has been on base, we've been able to get him out the next batter with a twin killing. Ahmed now stepping up. 1 for 1 here at bottom of the third. 7-1 the score. First pitch swinging. He has a double on the game. A .500 hitter overall. Here comes the 0-1 and swung and missed for strike 2. The 0-2 is put into play. 7-player outfield. Fly out to dead center is Ahmed. So Tony looking to increase his batting average. Swung and missed for strike 1. Here is the 0-1. Fouled away for strike 2. 1 out, third inning. 7-1 the score. Swung and missed for strike 3 as Jocinda is now up to bat. 2 down for Abwanza. Excuse me. That one's popped straight up to Minotti, and she's able to corral it for out number 3. Monsters go 0-3 up, 3 down now as Olga Tolfelson steps up. 0 for 1 on the day. First pitch swinging for strike 1. Again, top of the 4th, Sox down by 6. She puts a charge into this one, and Olga Tolfelson hits a home run. And for the first time on the season, Kenny gives up multi-runs in a game. And really, that is 3 games, 3 out of the last 4 that he's given up a run in. Actually, he's given up a run in every single one of them except for 1. Thinking back to the first game, he gave up a garbage time home run as well. So here's Gary Allen now. He swings. He puts a charge into it. And the White Sox are going to go back-to-back jacks and cut it from a 6-run deficit down to 4. Off of another solo shot. And now, Kenny, again, giving up the most runs that we've seen him give up here in the 4th inning, struggling with the first 2 hitters hitting the ball out of the park. And now we have Laura Nunez up to bat. First pitch looking for strike 1. Kenny on 19 pitches through 3 innings with no strikeouts. That one's fouled away, 0-2. Let's see what he can do here. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled back, and it's still count holds at 0-2. Here comes that 0-2. Fouled away again, and count holds once again at 0-2. The hook is not working, so we're going to go with the slow ball here. The 0-2 swung on and missed, strike 3. Kenny gets his first punch out of the day. Here comes the hook. Swung and fouled back by Boswick.
In foul territory. 0-1.
Amy Boswick, 0 for 1 on the day.
And the throw. Swinging.
Next pitch swung and missed for strike 2.
Furious heat. That was a show me heater for the breaker coming next. I bet you a soda.
And here comes the left hook. Swung and missed, strike 3. And we were just talking about how Kenny had no strikeouts. Now he has 2 after giving up 2 home runs. Here comes LeBeau, who hit a home run last at bat.
Running up to it.
He's going to fly to Keisha in deep left center
It's our turn.
for out number 3. They get 2 across the board. And the Monsters lead 7-3. Here's Amir now.
And delivered.
1 for 2 on the day. He hits it right to the where we had somebody shifting, but he's still going to be on base because of the error by LeBeau. So Amir is on now for Kenny. Kenny 0 for 2.
From the windup and the throw. A
Pitch
swing,
swung and
strike
missed.
1. Makes the
Amir
break,
trying to steal second, and
and he stumbles.
not going to get there and going to get taken down instead. So he's cut down on the base
Ready now,
paths.
and the offering.
1 out now, and it's now quickly 0-2 on Kenny. He has not had a good 2 games here this week.
From the stretch, she delivers.
The 0-2 swung and missed for strike 3. Abwanza,
Into
excuse
the
me,
windup, and the
again.
delivery.
Pete fouls that elevator pitch away.
Count is 0-1.
He's 2 for 2. Making a position to be the leadoff hitter next game.
Swung on.
He puts this ball into play, and again, before anybody can get to it, he's standing on first. Just the amount of speed this kid has.
Stephanie Morgan comes up to the plate.
Stephanie Morgan 0 for 2. She has been struggling the last 2 games.
She kicked, and the
The
delivery.
0-2,
Swung
or
on.
the first pitch swinging right to the
And
pitcher.
fourth inning, Isaac
And now, top of the 5th, 7-3, Monsters lead. Isaac Drummond to bat, 0 for 1 today. He fouls that one off, and it's 0-1.
Here's the motion. And
The 0-1 pitch swung and missed for strike 2.
fancy pitch would really shake things up. 0-2. Into the windup and the pitch.
The 0-2 swung and missed for strike 3. Now 1 out, top of the 5th inning. Judy Abwanza now batting. The pitcher for the White Sox at a 100 hitter
The stretch.
on the
delivery,
season.
strike
And it's
one.
1-1 after the first ball was inside, or low and outside.
And the count is 1-1.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung and missed for strike 2.
Think I felt the wind
1-2, 1 out.
over here.
7-3 the score in favor of the Monsters, top of the 5th.
And delivered. The swing
And she puts a charge into this one, right center field. Tony gaining way. She's rounding first, heading to second. Keisha picks it up, throws it to Jocinda in time to get her out at second. She's thrown out, trying to stretch a single into a double. And we have Minotti now at the plate.
the windup rose it. A swing.
The former White Sox pitcher swings and misses for strike 1.
An impressive
I want to know what her ERA is actually. We'll find out. Strike 2, swinging. I'll have to look that up, not next game, but when I do this recording session next. That one is popped straight up. Because I will say this, I do these in 3, I sit down, since I do have a day job, I sit down, I play 3 games straight, and then go off of that. So if I appreciate you guys leaving comments as I look at these and I respond to them. It just might take me a little bit of time to mention it on these videos. Any comments that you make. So keep making those comments. I love the interaction with you guys. As Pablo puts a charge into this one, and he is going to homer and it's going to be an 8-3 ball game. Like I said, I do bulk recording. We just wrapped up the Pokemon Blue Nuzlocke, and actually, the last episode will be tomorrow on the day this video comes up. But that has been wrapped up, so I can focus more on these backyard baseball games, which I'm loving as Keisha lines that right to the left fielder. So, like I said, just be patient with me. As you guys see, I'm still a small content creator, but I do love being in the backyard baseball side of YouTube. Again, everybody making so good comments, such great feedback on at least the first episode of this series. So I've really enjoyed it. It's my most watched video on the channel, and I can't thank you guys enough for that, honestly. I know I've kind of gone away from the broadcasting side of things here, but again, it's all thank you guys for tuning in to watching these games. Let me know if you want a face cam, because I can do that. Again, I record these and then I do post commentary, so let me know if you want me to do that as well for this. But I do like more doing like what I have in the first 5 episodes of this, with just being able to do radio calls with the gameplay going on. So let me know in the comments. Keep those coming, because like I said, I do respond to a lot of them, if not all of them that have come through so far. As Amir puts this ball into play, and I think this is going to be the third out, and it is by Jocinda. So, again, Whitney Singh stepping up to the bat with the breaking the fourth wall there. Now over. Top of the 6th inning. 8-3 the score. So, not breaking our scoring amount that we had in the second episode, but looking to pull off our 5th win of the year. The 1-1 pitch is low and outside for ball 2. And it evens out at 2-2.
Now's a good time to use a breaking ball. And it was the heat. Think I felt the wind.
Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
Over here. And the count is 2. He comes center.
And again, if you guys know a better emulator than what I'm using, let me know, as Pablo misplays that. It's going to go to the ball. She's going to round first, head to second. And we were going to let her have second. Throw it, and she's out. So, I don't know what she was doing. We were giving her second base. We were letting the White Sox have a runner on second with nobody out. Instead, they forcing out on themselves. What are they doing? Anyway, strike 2 call are swinging. It's 0-2. Top of the 6th, down by 5, are the White Sox. And it's now 1-2 with 1 out. That ball is put into place. Stephanie makes the catch on the run. And Gary Allen, the last chance for the White Sox. Strike 1. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Kenny with 47 pitches, 3 strikeouts. Swung and missed for strike 2. And here's the 0-2 pitch on the crazy pitch. Called strike 3, looking, and that is how we end this ball game. 8-3, the final score. Let's go ahead and look back at the stats on the game. Kenny, 0 for 3. Pete, 3 for 3. Stephanie, 0 for 3. Pablo, 3 for 3. Keisha, 1 for 3. Ahmed, 2 for 3. Tony, 1 for 3. Jocinda, 2 for 3. And Amir, I think that was a little glitch again, because nobody else has 4 at-bats. He finished out with 2 for 4, even though he was 2 for 3, really. Pablo, the only one hitting a home run in this ball game. He hit 2 of them. Keisha, again, she's slumping a little bit. Ahmed is still strong. But yeah, so that's going to... Let's go back to the rest of the league. The Rockets beat the Melonheads 3-1. The Wombats beat the Hornets 6-3. And the Giants beat the Bombers 7-2. We will be taking on the Giants in the next episode. We're 5-0. They're 4-1. We gave them their only loss in extra innings. That's going to do it for this episode. I will see you in the next one. Peace.